I don't know, just for record, I'll just show this, right? Area of a sector. And then I'll wait here for everyone else to get ready.
Thank you.
Yeah? Okay. Hmm? Like we did the problem? Where'd you get it? No, but I have this. Wait, what? Oh, that's ArcLink. You're now in area. Yeah, there you go. Okay, did you take notes for the regular area though? Like this one? Area of circles?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Just checking. Alright, so we were here, and let's just go and figure this out, right? So what they're telling me to do is I gotta go look for areas. I gotta look for two different areas, right? Of the circle. They're not asking for the complete thing. They're asking for different parts of it. So how would you guys kind of like name the sectors? So first of all, how many sectors are there?
Three.
There's three?
No, I mean two.
Two. There's two, right? What would you call the smaller one?
Triangle.
Huh? Wait, what? Angle? No.
UTV.
Oh, sure, yeah. You can call it sector UTV. Okay.
Can I call it angle UTV? Same thing.
No, because you're just calling it an angle. But there's an easier way. Okay, you know how I said like smaller sector? There are different words for smaller, right? What are some other words for smaller?
Smaller, the smallest.
Smallest. I mean, you guys can call it smaller sector. That's fine. But the way you guys call it, I guess, or the way that they want us to call it is the minor sector.
Minor. Why
Okay.
minor?
Because it's smaller.
That's not under 18.
I knew someone was going to say that. It was just when. Okay, so if that one's the minor sector, what would the bigger one be called?
Adult.
Huh?
Adult.
No.
That's a minor.
No.
It's gonna be adult.
No. It starts with an M.
Medium.
Nope. Major. The other one's major sector, okay? So major sector. Alright, which one do you guys want to find first?
Minor sector.
Find the minor sector first? Okay. So let's go look for the minor sector. So the formula for this, okay, it looks like area.
So can I copy
The problem, like that. It's gonna look like that, okay?
Just the pixel.
Okay. So area sector UTV is equal to
18.
the measure arc angle UV over 360 times. Since we're dealing with area, and it's like very similar to looking like arc length, right? In arc length, we use circumference. Area sector, we use this area of the circle. Okay, so it's gonna be pi r squared. Yeah, that's the difference. Okay, so sector is with area, arc length is with circumference. All right, so we have this. We're gonna fill in the info that we know. Instead of writing area of sector all the time, I can allow you guys to do this. AOS.
Okay.
Just, you gotta still label UTV
Well, what is AOS?
area of sector.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, do you guys know what the measure arc angle of UV is? Yeah,
70.
70. Okay, so I'll put that in green. 70 degrees over
Over
360.
over negative
And then it's pi r squared. Do you know what r is?
8.
8? Okay, 8. Okay, so you have all that. Now all you gotta do is like crunch the numbers, throw in the calculator, right? I can do that.
So basically,
What, 8 squared is 64? So 64 pi. Okay. You gotta throw all this into the calculator. That's all you do.
oh, okay, so 7 probably 7
You got it or I got it?
39 point, oh, no, 39.10.
Okay, I'll just check, okay. $64 pi times 7 and then divided by 36.
Wait, don't we put pi in it?
Huh?
Don't we put pi in it?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say pi right. 64 times pi times 7 and then all of that divided by 36 and I think you're correct. So it's like 39.
Point
Yes, 0.10. Okay, and I think it was centimeters, inches. Inches squared. Okay, so that's it for that one. Are there any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so far that's okay. We understand which part we solve for. Yeah. Okay, so this. Okay, this minor sector is this part right here. I just shaded in blue. I don't try not to cover that 70. If we're gonna find the major sector, it's the rest, right? The yellow shaded section, right? Do you guys know what the measure arc angle for that sector is? No, they don't give it to us, right?
No.
But can we figure it out?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, can you guys tell me how many degrees are in a circle? 360. So if everything adds up to 360 and the smaller piece was already 70,
Okay.
how much should this be?
That's minus
290? 290?
Oh, 290.
Okay, so we're gonna use that, okay? So for the major sector, that's what we're gonna do. So this one is gonna be labeled differently. I think I'll do this. Area of sector. We gotta use 3 points, right? You see that S hanging out over there? That's there for you to use. So it's gonna be like VSU.
Okay. I think we don't need to do minus, right?
We don't need to do too much.
Just say 360 minus 70.
Yeah, which is 290, right? Over 360, but we're still finding the area of the sector. So all this other stuff stays the same. Okay, the radius has to stay the same. The only thing that changes was the measure arc angle. Okay. I'll kind of pause right here. Do we understand what I just did?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the bigger sector, right? We use the bigger angle. Okay. So I'll do the same thing here. Just gotta crunch the numbers. So this time is like 29 over 36. And then you gotta multiply 64 pi to that. So essentially you should get a bigger number. What do we have? Yep, 97?
7.
Yes. Okay, so the area of the sector VSU is about
Is it inch or?
It is inches. 97 inches squared. Okay. If you guys have colors and I ask you to find the areas for both, you guys can color it and you guys can tell me, oh, this is the blue sector or this is the red sector or the yellow sector, whatever color you colored it. Okay? But if you don't use colors, I guess you can use your pencil, right? You can call it the gray sector, you can call it the white sector, whichever one you want. Just make sure it's like obvious to me. Okay? Okay. Any questions? So just know sector is just a fraction of the area. That's all you're doing. Okay? Okay. Can you guys try this one out? Try to set it up, everything. Thank you. Okay, copy it down, set it up, and then I'll help you guys out with this one. It says at the end of the period. Yeah, but I want you guys to try to set it up. So try to set it up, however way you can. I just want to see. I just want to see what you guys do, and then I'll just ask. Okay. Christian, Alexa, Josiah's here. She's not here. It's not here. No one's there. Okay. We good? Did you try setting it up? Yeah. So if we're working with the area of the sector stuff, right? What's a good idea to, like, what's a good formula to use? Anyone? Yeah, do you know what we use? What we're doing today? That's a great answer. Okay. Do we know what formula to use, Julina? No. What's the only one we've been using today? Arc length, area of sector. Sector. Okay. So area of the sector, you do this. So area of the sector, T V U is equal to measure arc angle TU. Ooh. Yeah, because they gave me TU, right? Okay. Over 360 times pi r squared, yeah. Okay, so all this, we use it all the time. Okay? Okay, this time they gave me some different stuff though. So what did they start me off with? They already gave me the area of the sector. And which part in my formula is that? The left side. This right here, right? Just don't forget AOS, area of the sector, okay? So we can just go plug in 35. Okay, that's equal to all this other stuff. Do you know anything else from the picture? The measure arc angle, right? That's 40. Okay, over 360 times, but what is pi r squared? Do you know what pi r squared represents in a circle? You can look up there. Area of the entire circle. Okay, so that's the area of the entire circle. So this is A. All right, it's up to you. It depends on the question. All right, if they're asking you to look for radius, would I switch this out for this? No, because you're looking for the radius, so you gotta leave it in there. All right, so it entirely depends on the question. If you're looking for area, you can switch it out, make things easier for you. Okay, so I think this one is just, you gotta try to read it carefully. All right, over here I will cross out these zeros. And then here's another thing. So I think I noticed when I write it like this, people seem to forget or not know what to do. Maybe it's because we haven't seen it like that before, probably. Okay? So what I will tell you to do, and first you can like simplify it, right? What's 4 over 36? 1 over 9 is 1 over 9. So you got that, all right? Okay, I don't think we're used to seeing fractions on the right side being multiplied by that, and then we know what to do after. So here's what you do. Treat it as just straight up multiplication and multiply those two things, right? So 1 over 9 times A, isn't that just A over 9? Yeah? So then you know what to do from here. What do you do on both sides? Multiply by 9. Okay, and I think you get 315. I think. Yeah? Okay. Okay, so that is the entire area of this circle.
So coded by equal, oh no,
No, the area of the circle
315.
is equal to 315 and whatever that was, meters squared. Okay, so I mean I leave it to you guys. If you guys want me to explain what I did, how I processed it, then I will explain. But if we seem to not want to hear it or don't care, then I will not. So, do you guys want me to like just go step by step? See how I did this? Yes? Okay. So we started, we didn't start with, well, we didn't start with this typically, right? We had this entire problem right here first, right? They asked for two things. Well, they asked for one thing, and then they gave us another piece of info, yeah? Okay. Since you're dealing with area of the sector, I would recommend you put this down as your first step. Okay? Once you have this down, look for info. All right? This right here, they already gave me area of the sector, so I will fill this in, or I will substitute it with just a 35. Okay? You don't have to put the, I would call it metric, or the units. You don't have to put the units if you don't want to. If that's going to mess you up, don't do it. All right? So I'll just substitute with 35. Yes? Okay? Go and look for other info here. You know what this is because they gave you a picture. So we should be able to know that the measure arc angle is 40. Okay, just know that this is an angle. All right, don't put any other number here because I've seen it. Like if I gave you radius, people put the radius here, and I just like, no. Okay. This one's a special case, as we were talking about before, right? You have to put the area formula in this spot since we're talking about sector, right? Don't confuse it with arc length because I've already had people confusing it with arc length. Okay? Do you guys know what the difference is? No? Do you want to know? Okay. Okay, so it goes back to circumference and area. I think you guys know what those two are, right? Circumference is from here all the way around. Yes? That's circumference. Okay? Area is the space it takes up. So area fills in the inside of the circle, right? Circumference is just the outside. Just like you run around the earth or something. That's like circumference. Okay? Area is the space it takes up. Okay? For arc length, it's just you're trying to measure from here to here. You don't want the whole entire thing. Okay? And then for area of a sector is more relative to, or it's like related to arc length. Because from here to here, you want to know how much space this takes up, this like piece of the pie. Okay? So there's all those 4 different things. All right? 2 of them are general overview, like everything. And then the other 2, which are newer to you guys, pieces of it. Okay? Okay. So then right here, since I'm looking for area of a sector, you got to use area of the circle. That's the piece that I'm taking out of this entire thing. All right? The little thing I said right here about leaving R or leaving this whole chunk instead of A is if the question asks you for a radius, you will leave this in here. And then your job gets a little bit more difficult. Okay? Because you got to divide by pi and then get a square root. Okay? If it's left as area, a little bit easier because you just got to do this. All right? It's usually divide, multiply, and then that's it. Okay? Okay. Here's the next thing. The heart. And then they'll ask you guys to like find the area of this entire thing. Okay? Okay, you guys ready? Good. Anyone else need copy anymore? We okay? Okay. All right, so this is a heart, yes? Within the heart, you can see different shapes, right? Can you guys tell me what you see? I know you're not blind. I And I know you're also, you know your shapes. What do you see? Close enough? What is that if you flip it flat? It is a square.
What shape do I see?
Okay, it is a square.
I see a diamond and a heart.
And two half circles. Okay, great. So you see a square and you see two half circles, but then are those two half circles the same half?
No.
Like, are they identical? What do you mean you don't know? What's the diameter for each one?
8.
8. So they should be the same.
No.
Okay. So those two half circles will make one. What?
What?
One circle.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So here's what we're dealing with. You got to find the area, right? Okay. You guys remember how to find the area of the square?
No.
You serious?
Yeah. I just forgot everything.
Area is multiplication. Okay. So you multiply what with what?
Pi square.
A square.
Pi square. This is what it is.
Where's my no, this is volume. See over there? Didn't you guys learn this in like 4th grade? For a square, you just square the sides, because that's why they call it a square.
But you said it's the same as this, so it's a pi
Okay,
square.
that's a circle.
But you said this can be circle too. That's what you said.
I think you missed the point, Kevin. Okay, so yeah, if you guys didn't know, that's why they call a square, because you take the sides and you square them. Okay, so what's 8 squared?
A square.
What is it?
What do you mean? What is it? Which one? A square?
Yes.
8 square. It's 16 square.
64. Okay, 64. So that's one piece. And then all you gotta do is find the area of the circle, right? Okay, area of the circle. This is where I think you can tell me what it is.
What?
What's the formula for it?
It's a R square.
You forgot one part.
You just said it's an R
Pi r squared.
square. Okay, now you take me. Okay.
What is the radius of the circle?
Pi R square. Maybe.
Radius.
Oh, sorry, 360.
What? That's the degrees. What's the
I
radius?
don't know. 8, 16, 64.
Is the radius 8? What's radius? They gave you diameter. What's radius? It's 4. It's half of it, right?
I don't see 4.
That's what happens when I tell you guys to watch the video and you don't watch the video.
Technically, I watched it, but I didn't remember.
Okay, well, there's only going forward. So radius is 4. Okay, radius is 4 meters. And then we got pi. Plug in the 4 meters squared. Okay, what's 4 squared?
8. No, I mean 16.
16. So it'll be 16 pi meters squared.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the answer.
That's the part for the circle.
Okay. So.
But then for the heart,
Oh, for the heart too.
for the heart, how do you find the area of the heart?
Combination
Combination
of everything.
of everything means you will do what to both things we found? Add. Okay, so we gotta add them up. Okay, so the area of the heart,
100. No, I mean not 100.
gotta do.
80.
Well, we gotta find out what 16 pi is first. So 16 pi.
Wait, do I have to put square too?
Nope, because 16 pi
Okay.
plus 64 is 114.
That's all right.
Point 27.
27.
Okay, so that is your final answer right there. Okay,
So that's it.
that's it.
Okay. This is hard.
Won't be hard if you break down the shapes.
Okay.
Okay, as long as you know how to find area of a square.
So it's a 4.
Okay,
Got it. Now.
rectangle is everything. You just multiply those two numbers you got. All right. Okay, there you go.
Oh, this is everything? I thought that's all more about everything.
Now we're done.